Hello friend and welcome back to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. My name is Tori Solis and today I'm going to be working with some new clay, Sheltowee from KyMudWorks. This is a cone 5 to 7 red stoneware clay body with an 11.5 shrinkage rate and less than 0.5% absorption. This is an incredibly functional clay that I am very excited to work with as KyMudWorks continues to impress me with everything they formulate. Today I'm going to be throwing 3-pound balls into bonsai pots. My immediate impression of this clay is how smooth and creamy it feels. This is the first red stoneware that I've worked with that isn't gritty or groggy. This is an amazingly smooth and dense clay experience. It's also a little more resistant to sticking to the bat than other clays I've worked with. I lost it there for a second when centering, and it happened a couple other times off camera. I can't tell you enough how impressed I am with how smooth this red clay is. One minor downside in my opinion is how slippy and messy this clay is while I'm working with it. I had to constantly wipe my hands and tools to keep going, which is not my favorite. But it's so smooth and it feels so nice, I think I can forgive it for its messy ways. It is in no way the messiest clay in my studio. It holds moisture well on the surface so you don't get much snagging when pulling, and you can use a bit less water while you work. But you do have to wipe back slip as you go, or maybe you don't. I do because I don't like how the slip feels all over everything, but maybe you could just power through it. Overall, this clay is easy to work with and control while throwing, but a bit messy in general from how slippy it is. The smooth texture is a sensory joy, especially if you're wanting to work with a red stoneware, but you have soft baby hands. While it is easy to control, it is also responsive. I think that if you were newer to clay, there's a possibility that this responsiveness could lead to a bit of unintended wiggles and wobbles where you don't really want them. Maybe. By responsive, I mean that if you poke it, it's going to dent easily. It doesn't take a heavy touch to shape your forms on the wheel, and this clay is very easy to form against ribs. I really like how this clay responds to tools. With grittier clays, sometimes the grog and little bits can catch and make texture on the surface that you don't necessarily want, and sometimes it can be hard to smooth out even with a rib. This clay is super smooth and it's easily smoothed out and polished with tools and ribs. The combined density and response to tools makes this a wonderful clay experience while you're trimming. You can reshape the bottom and do whatever you need to do without worrying that this clay is going to dry out on you, crack, or leave hard to remove tool marks or grooves. You can use a rubber rib to smooth and polish the surface of this clay body. This again is not something I'm used to experiencing when working with a red clay. Punching holes into the bottom of this clay was easy. It was also easy to smooth out the edges around the holes. The lack of grit in the body keeps everything smooth. The lack of grit also makes this clay dense and more likely to need a slower drying process to keep moisture levels even, especially with the large pieces of work such as my bonsai pots. This clay had an excellent reaction to most of my glazes. In the glazes I used for this project, my results had wonderful bold color effects and glossy surfaces. If I could work with any red stoneware out of every one that I've worked with on this channel, it would be this one. Unfortunately, I don't have a local way to get KyMudWorks clays, and freight shipping on bulk is a bit out of my range at the moment. But they do offer a 50-pound flat rate option, so if you work in small volume or you just want to know for yourself what throwing this clay feels like, you could order a box off their website. KyMudWorks has some of the most impressive clays that I have worked with to date. They are peak clays for performance, beauty, and experience. I turned a lot of this clay into my classic red and oatmeal travel mugs, but by the time I got around to editing and posting this video, they were sold out. So the ones that are in stock on my website now are made with a different red stoneware that's local to my area. If you live in a place that stocks KyMudWorks products, or you can go to their store in Louisville or Lexington, I am very jealous. This is a magnificent clay body, 10 out of 10, 5 stars, and all that jazz. I have a few more boxes of different clays from KyMudWorks tucked away for some more fun videos in the future. If you'd like to become a supporter of my channel so I can get more clays and glazes to test, consider becoming a channel member on YouTube. Channel members also get early video access. For all of my currently available ceramic work and tasty curations, visit my website, bluenosetrading.com. For more of my videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Blue Nose Trading. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Remember that you have great ideas that are worth exploring, drink plenty of water, and I will see y'all in the next video.